y'all, so today we're going to be talking about food and water insecurity. So let's get started. Rising temperatures and unsustainable farming practices has resulted in the increasing threat of water and food insecurity. Globally, more than 68 billion tons of topsoil is eroded every year at a rate of 600 times faster than it can naturally be replenished. Laden with biocides and fertilizer, the soil ends up in waterways where it contaminates drinking water and protected areas downstream. Furthermore, exposed and lifeless soil is more vulnerable to wind and water erosion due to the lack of root and mycelium systems that hold it together. A key contributor to soil erosion is overtilling. Although it increases productivity in the short term by mixing in surface nutrients, also known as fertilizer, tilling is physically destructive to the soil's structure and in the long term leads to soil compaction, loss of fertility, and surface crust formation that worsens topsoil erosion. With a global population expected to reach 9 billion people by mid-century, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United States, FAO, projects that global food demand may increase by 70% by 2050. Around the world, more than 820 million people do not get enough to eat. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres says unless immediate action is taken, it is increasingly clear that there is an impending global food security emergency that could have long-term impacts on hundreds of millions of adults and children. He urged for countries to rethink their food systems and to encourage more sustainable farming practices. In terms of water security, only 3% of the world's water is freshwater, and 2/3 of that is tucked away in frozen glaciers or otherwise unavailable for our use. As a result, some 1.1 billion people worldwide lack access to water, and a total of 2.7 billion find water scarce for at least 1 month of the year. By 2025, 2/3 of the world's population may face water shortages. While these are some of the biggest environmental problems plaguing our planet, there are many more that have not been mentioned, including overfishing, urban sprawl, toxic Superfund sites, and land use changes. While there are many facets that need to be considered in formulating a response to this crisis, it must be coordinated, practical, and far-reaching enough to make enough of a difference. Thank you so much for watching.